So we're here today to go over the instructions on putting together a step weight. It has a storage bin in it. As you can see, the parts are laid out all over a table. You have legs A and B, or sides A and B. They are not compatible with each other, so you have the instructions that come with it. You also have the hardware package, which I've laid them out on the table. We have H, I, J, K, L, and M. So first thing we want to do is we want to take and put the plastic grommets, which are in J, into the holes that they belong in. What you want to do is you want to make sure that the opening points to the hole in the side of the piece. So I'm going to take this, and it has the X on top. We can actually stick a screwdriver in there to turn it if you have to. And you'll place it like this. And then you'll take another one. Do the same thing on the other side. Make sure the holes go to the side. On piece D, same thing. The next part you want to open up, or the next bag you want to open up, is H. H has all the dowel pieces in it, and there's 6 of them. So we're going to start with the ends first, and we have these holes. You can see the handles up here. The holes right here get a dowel in it. The other one goes up here. Then part B, same thing. The next thing you want to do is on part D is put your hardware on here. Now when you put your screws in there, you do not want to tighten them down all the way. You just want to get them started in there. And the reason why you don't want to... So what I'm going to do is take the hinges out first. And then I want the short screws, which are in package M. And the hinges go just like this. The next thing you want is L, because on this one, you're going to, this one here, you're going to tighten it down. You're going to tighten the screws on it. The inner one, or the inner piece, when you get it, it's like this. So you want to open it up just a little bit. You don't have to force it back, because then you'll have it all messed up. Put it on just like this. So this round piece is towards the inside. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to get the top, which is part G. And we're going to sit it right here. You can find something to kind of like brace it up a little bit so you can get it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to, again, you're going to put your screws in here. But do not tighten them. Just take it down far enough that you get a grip on it so it gives you a hole to put them back in there. It's important that you follow this step because if you try to do it when it's together, you're going to have a hard time getting a screwdriver down there and taking care of it. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take the screws out from the top. And I'm going to pull this out. Get this and move it over here. The next thing we want is part B. You want this part here as we're going to put F in first. And these sit right here on the pegs. Just like that. I don't want to put A on yet because we need to get the parts on the one side first before we start the other one. The next one we're going to do is D, because D sits in the back. So you want to make sure that all your holes line up with these holes here. And then patch A, you want to take the screws out of it. Get your screws started in there for right now until you get, until you have them in, and just tighten them down. Do not over tighten them. Do not over tighten them, as you will strip it out. The next piece we want to put in here is going to be E. As you notice in here, E has the dowel on it. You want to set it so the label for it is on the inside. And once again, you're going to take one of the screws and you're going to put it in here. Make sure the holes line up. The next piece we want to put in here is C. C is going to go with the lettering down. I'm going to take another screw. Just like that. Now you'll sit it up on end, and then what you're going to do is you're going to get part A, and you're going to sit part A in right on top of the other parts. Make sure the dowels go in the holes that they're supposed to go into. just like that. And then you take your screws, we're going to take the top, and as you remember, you do not tighten the screws down on the top. Just take this and lay it on its back, just like that. And then one screw at a time. Again, don't tighten them down yet. Make sure all the screws are in there before you start to tighten down. You tighten all the screws down in the hinges before you do that. This makes it a lot easier to get to these screws, and it lines the top up with the base of it. So what we're doing right now is tightening all the screws on the hinges. Make sure your inside screws along the top here are done first, and then you can go ahead and tighten the ones down on the lid. You can take this once you have it done and just lay it on its top or on its back. I would suggest if you're doing this on a hard top surface, put something soft underneath of it to keep it from getting scratched up. And there you have it.